Social anxiety disorder. The ultimate practical solutions to overcoming anxiety, panic attacks, depression, and shyness once and for all. Written by Kevin Rhodes. Narrated by Michael Reaves. Chapter 1. Introduction. While the term social anxiety is often used nowadays, we have all overlooked the fact that this is a mental disorder, hence the name, and that it needs to be addressed. Of course, the word social anxiety disorder itself means that whoever has it is abnormal. The reality is that we all feel socially anxious at certain points in our lives. Social anxiety is a term used to describe a high level of shyness. We all feel shy or anxious in certain social environments, especially if it is our first time being there. However, some people have it a little more extreme. When that is the case, it can have debilitating power in their lives and prevent them from doing the things they want to do. For instance, it might prevent them from going to college or work because they are not confident. They might even be afraid to make friends and enjoy their hobbies. Most of the time, they overthink that others will notice their social awkwardness and judge them negatively. Most of the time, socially anxious people feel that they are always under the spotlight and that everyone is thinking badly of them, even for the little things. They believe, quite firmly, that they are no good socially and quite boring because they believe they have nothing interesting to bring to the table. After any social events, they often think back about it and pick out parts that they believe went poorly for them and beat themselves up over that. If that sounds a lot like you or someone you know, then fret not. Social anxiety is not permanent, meaning that you can overcome it and become more successful in your life. This book will give you a better understanding of social anxiety disorder, as well as providing practical tips to help you overcome the issue. Chapter 2. Understanding social anxiety disorder. To cope with social anxiety, many people often avoid social situations altogether if possible. If not, they try to stay in the background and attract as little attention to themselves as possible. Worse still, in more severe cases, people with social anxiety may not leave their house at all. But those are not all symptoms of social anxiety. If a number of the following applies to you, then you may be experiencing symptoms of social anxiety. You feel on edge, anxious, vulnerable, under the spotlight, self-conscious, out of place, or embarrassed. Your face goes red. You feel butterflies in your stomach or your stomach churns. Your heart races. Your voice becomes shaky. Your body trembles. You sweat, become dizzy or lightheaded, and your breaths are shallow. You might think that you have nothing interesting to say and think that you are boring. You might feel that everyone is staring at you in a disapproving manner. You imagine that people can tell at a glance how anxious you are. You think that you will stammer or blush. You tell yourself that you must not appear anxious. You think that you look and sound silly. You tend to avoid social situations as much as possible. You tend to leave one as soon as you can. If not, you may stay in the background or hide, so to attract as little attention as possible. You tend to stay quiet out of fear that you may look and sound silly. You always go somewhere with your friend. Alcohol, to you, gives you courage before you mingle. Now, if any of this applies to
Sample complete. Ready to continue?